Clicking on this video means one of two things. You're either currently trying to learn data structures and algorithm, or you started at some point and you dropped off due to lack of motivation. Well, you're not alone. Born out of my being tired of lack of consistency and struggles, I conducted few number of research and I came up with some list of action points. In this video, guys, I'll be sharing 3 major key action points that strengthens your data structures and algorithm journey. And towards the end of this video, I'll be sharing a huge number of resources, YouTube videos, YouTube playlists, links that I've dug out in the process. How about we get started? I think we need to clear up the air as regards this trending myth within the tech ecosystem, where seeming software engineers says you don't need data structures and algorithm to be a good software engineer at its best. Well, according to a study done by the New York Times, one of the researchers pointed this out about excuses. It says, and I read, excuses take many subtle and devious forms. At their worst, they are chronic invasion of responsibility born out of irritational fear. These excuses prevent insights into one's own problems and thus stand as a barrier to healthy change in personality. So it is completely human to give excuses for fear of failure or fear of responsibility. However, the standard remains. If you're going to be a great software engineer guided with knowledge that cuts across diverse aspects of software engineering, data structures and algorithm remain a must-know for you. And you have to choose. You get what I'm saying? Okay, so let's jump into these 3 processes that I'm going to be listing out. So the first is understand the basics and its application to real life. Again, study has shown 1,000 times that our brain is able to adequately store and recall concepts when these abstract concepts are mapped to real life scenarios. So as you try to understand the basics of these data structures like arrays, queues, linked lists, and the likes, it is also important for you to find a way to map these basics into your day-to-day development work. That way, your brain stops seeing it as an abstract concept. My friend wrote a detailed article on the real-life relevance of some of these data structures, and immediately your brain can begin to transition from the abstract concepts to what it is you're familiar with on a day-to-day activity. And I'll leave a link in the description section below for a more detailed read. Advise that you read the article. Number 2, do the work. As to every other mental type of profession, there comes a time where you actually need to sit down and do the work. This is not any different when it comes to DSA. Since you understand your daily schedule, it is your responsibility to actually sit down and try to fit in secluded time intervals to actually work on data structures and algorithm. Here is how I approach it. I use my all-in-one second brain application, Evernote. You can use any one that pleases you. And I make DSA a recurrent task with a reminder that comes with the application. So I get notified daily as regards working on DSA and other system design stuff. So you find the one that works for you and fit it into your daily schedule and try to be consistent at it. Number 3, don't just practice, understand patterns. While it's very important for you to do a whole lot of practice, I advise that you might also start paying attention to the clusters each questions belong to, because that way you now begin to understand or begin to see the likely solution pattern that is able to work for a number of clusters. This would immediately help you to know how to attempt a question because you already know the pattern that solves this type of questions. One of these patterns is called 2-pointer pattern. It is used to solve questions on arrays and the likes. Another pattern is called sliding window. It is also used to solve array questions and the likes. I have about 20 types of this pattern, and I'm going to be sharing a link in the description section below. Please leave a comment in the comment section below stating your own approach, your own process, your way of keeping consistent with data structures and algorithm. Leave a like on this video if it really helped, and hit the subscribe button for more videos around software engineering.